Hello everybody, Brad here today. Welcome back to City Skylines. What I'm going to be doing in this short video is showing you how you can use the Traffic Manager mod, Traffic Manager President Edition, to improve your game in City Skylines. So if you have the mod enabled, it will look like this. You can just click and hold and move that wherever you want. As you can see, there are lots of different options here. So what I'm going to do is run through each of those with you and show you how you can use it in your game. The first one is switch traffic lights, so you can turn traffic lights simply on or off just via the click of the left click button on your mouse. You can set up a manual traffic light, so you can set that up and I can say, right, you're going to be go, and I can sit here for all I want changing that, which I will not be doing, but you can do if you wish. Here you have change lane arrows, so you can select on a node like this. Like I can say, right here, because it's a roundabout, I can only go left, but I could go somewhere like here. Like I say, right, I want this lane here to only go right down that road. I don't want you to be able to go straight on this road. You can see the lane arrows change on the road also. So that's a very handy one. You have a very similar thing here, which is lane connector. So if you click on the node, it will show you every single lane that comes off of that road, and then you can do some funky things here. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you could do that if you wished. So basically you can select any lane and you can see exactly where they go. So here, again, we could say this one can only go left. And again, you can see the lane arrows there. What you can do is you can disconnect those just by clicking on that. You just click off there, left click off, and they will disconnect from where you've popped them. Here you have disable despawning. So what this will do is if any vehicles get into some trouble, like a very long traffic jam for example, they will start to despawn. They will only exist in the game for a certain length of time, and you can turn this on or off. If you do not want your traffic to despawn, you can simply left click on that button and it will disable despawning. However, it's default to enable despawning. It just helps with the performance of the game. Next up, you've got clear traffic. What this will do is it will clear the traffic. Again, if you have any traffic jam nightmares or anything where you think, oh god, this has just gone a bit crazy, and you think you fixed it, you can clear the traffic, and then you can see if your improvement or alteration to what you've done to your road is in fact going to work. Here you've got add priority signs, which is very handy for roundabouts, because you can say, for example here, I can say, right, I want this to act like a proper roundabout. I want this lane to give way and this lane here to have priority. This also works if you go to a larger crossing. For example here, where we've got a four-way crossing, we can say, right, I want these guys to give way and this lane here to have priority. It's exactly up to you, but this is great for roundabouts, and you can click the bin if you want that to simply go away. Here we could set up timed traffic lights, which is where you select your node. You can set up timed traffic lights, and then you simply add steps saying if you want one side to be green, say what time you want, you add that, then you move on to the next traffic light, and once that first step is done you can add another step and you can say, okay, when that is red, this is green, these people can walk across, you have manual, you can do all sorts here guys. The best way to learn how to do this is simply to have a go at it. Have a go, spend some time on a traffic light and just have a go at creating a efficient timed traffic light system. Next on the list is the junction restrictions, which is again very, very handy. So there's all different sorts of things you can do here. You can tell people that they can or cannot cross the road. So when that is struck out, pedestrians will not cross on that lane. For example, if I've done that, here pedestrians will not cross. This comes in very handy on very busy junctions. This button here allows cars to block an intersection, so it will allow cars to come through here even if it does block up this direction here. This again is very handy for roundabouts. It means they will not stop at the junction. This button here prevents traffic turning left on a red light. In the US, when you're driving on the right hand side of the road, you can turn right on a red traffic light if you give way. So here, because I'm playing in a left hand drive city, it's just saying, do I want to turn that on? And say when this is a red light, as long as you give way, you can turn left, just like that bin lorry done just there. This here says no U-turns, so you cannot U-turn on this junction. and this here says you cannot change lanes, and it's as simple as that. You can change the speed limit by this button just here, so you can simply select on whatever road you want, and here all you have to do is select what speed you'd like to change it to. So if we want to change it to 70, we could change one part of the road, or we could hold shift and it will change every speed limit from one junction to the next. As you can see, this is not 70 and this is not 70. So again, if I show you, if you want to change it back to 50, I can hold shift. It will change both of those nodes instead of us having to change each one individually. This icon here says you can go as fast as you possibly can. You'll see this on train tracks. Train tracks will be automatically this, which is just as fast as you can possibly go. This button here allows you to have vehicle restrictions. So if we wanted to say that this road here, we only want SOS vehicles, so emergency vehicles, then we could turn off all of these others here. And then each side, I'm holding down shift so it's done for both nodes, only emergency vehicles can now come down that road if you wanted to. This again comes in very handy if you want to do things like bus only routes. There's lots and lots of functions you can do with this, and it's very, very useful. And the last but not the least button is parking restrictions. So we can simply say on this road, I do not want you to park there. Again, you can hold shift and that'll change that side of the road. Likewise, you can do it there, and people will not park on that road. Again, that comes in very handy in these more dense areas when you do not want cars to park on the side of the road. Okay, so for the options, you can do many things like change the language, change the transparency of the UI. You can say what accuracy you want the simulation to run at. Do you want it to run high, which obviously takes more capacity away from your performance? You can go on to gameplay and you can say if you live in a holy city where you're going to get everyone abiding absolutely to the rules. Or you can go for Path of Evil, where 10% of your citizens will just drive like absolute maniacs. It's a bit like real life. Or you can go into policies, you can turn all of this stuff on or off, and it's really good to customize yours before you start using the mod. So I hope that has helped you use the Traffic Manager mod better and more efficiently. Please feel free to comment down below if you have any questions or concerns, and I hope that the Traffic Manager mod really improves your game. Thanks for watching, I'll see you again next time. See you later. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel down below if you haven't done so already. And please feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Have a great day. See you later.